Welcome to Cooking with the Z's. Our recipe for today?
Live United, a recipe for caring.
Please watch the video. We'll be back.
Watertown area has roughly 250 girls involved in growing every day. The mission of Girl Scouts hasn't changed in the 100 years that we've been around, and it's always been about leadership. At camp today we have girls from Daisy all the way up to Cadet, and it's a progression of events. Daisies may just be exploring meeting new friends. That in itself is just learning to make a new friend is a leadership skill unto itself, all the way up to Cadet Senior Ambassadors who make a difference in their community by starting a food bank project or recycling project or something like that. And so at every level we have something for girls, from Daisies, Brownies, Juniors, Cadet, Senior Ambassadors. Something for every one of those. Everything that we do in with Watertown has thanks to United Way. This camp that we're at today is because of United Way funding, and each year we have pillars that we follow. Some of those are STEM funding, which is one of them: science, technology, engineering, and math. We are big on the environment, so we may have a Go Green project. This year we did solar rovers, where the girls got to create their own little solar car used by the sun. We do healthy lifestyle. That would be some of the challenges of media and girls and the perception of what you look like and what's okay and what's not okay. And we also talk about financial literacy. You know, we always have girls who are interested in being scouts. The number one factor for successful scouting is having a volunteer. And whether that volunteer is a parent, grandparent, a business partner, it takes business people to support our organization as well. So having that whole caring environment, when we have an involved community and we have a community that stands behind your organization, that's huge.
The PAC program stands for People Against Child Hunger. A normal PAC would be, they would have some snacks and some meals in them, and we've worked with the nutritionists in town to make sure that they're kind of that balance of being kid-friendly and also of nutritional value. There's a tremendous need in Watertown, and when we look at our public schools, there's a program that's called the Federal Free and Reduced Lunch Program, and we have about approximately 1,200 students that participate in that in Watertown. So that's about 33% of our students. And so we do know from looking at statistics like that that there is need in Watertown. And sometimes it's surprising to people how great that need actually is.
We're basing our program on an average cost of about $5 per child. We know that that's a great value, and because of some of the community involvement that we've been building within the program, we are getting a lot of sponsorship from a lot of organizations to help even lower that cost even more, and that's part of the success of our program. The funding that we get from United Way will help us in a variety of ways. We know that part of our goal is to raise funds for food, because that's basically the program. Very simple program. Without the food and the funding for the food, we can only support so many kids, and we don't want to take a look at putting a cap on the number of kids. So we're really hoping that we have enough funding to take care of all the needs. And I think the recipe for our success is how the community has accepted it. It's a very simple program. It's food and it's kids. So I think our success recipe is just the people. It's putting everything together and really having a product that's needed.
60s Plus Dining is a program through Interlakes Community Action, and what we do is we serve one nutritious meal every day at noon, whether they're homebound guests or if they're at the apartment buildings we have or right here in our dining site. The congregate site's very important. We have a lot of these people that would otherwise just sit home, and we worry then about them getting depression if they stay there. When they come down here, they're around other people, they will eat better, because we know they get the one meal. Otherwise, if they sat home, a lot of them would just snack, or they just eat a sandwich or cereal. Down here at the dining site, we serve on an average probably around 70. And then at our home delivered, and we have 4 apartments that we serve to as well. Around those, we can have up to 100 to 110 a day. We have Sunchase Apartments, Towers Apartments, Townview Apartments, and the High Rise that we send meals to. We ask for a donation of $3.10 per meal. If they can, some people can't do that much, and I won't turn anybody away that needs the meal. because I've got some that I can tell they don't have anything. And this is their main meal of the day, a lot of them. They'll eat one meal and that's it. So we make sure they get it if they need it. The United Way funding really helps us a lot. It leverages the money that we get from the federal and state. So like every dollar we get from United Way would be worth $10 as for the federal and through the state funding as well. And it also helps all of these people that way that need the meals. Our recipe for success would be those of us that work here, my staff and I, we enjoy what we're doing. We enjoy the people that come down here, and we do it for them. We want them to have a nutritional meal. We want them to be happy. We want to keep them out of nursing homes and assisted livings and in their own homes as long as possible. So our recipe for success is good food and good people that work here and fun doing it.
What you've just seen are just a few of the more than 30 agencies that the United Way Recipe for Caring uses.
The only ingredient missing is you. We are committed, we are interdependent, and we are united. Won't you add your measure of kindness?
Our goal this year is $675,000. We need you to complete our recipe.
Bon appetit!